Welcome to Final Whistle Football News, the home of daily football and transfer updates. Subscribe now and join the community of true football lovers. Never miss a moment from the beautiful game. My first news is Semenyo alternative, Liverpool preparing £177 million bid to sign their new Diaz. Liverpool's issues run far and wide this season, and Arne Slot's second season is falling from a concern to a calamity. Nottingham Forest pitched up at Anfield on Saturday and won 3-0. That's 6 defeats from 7 Premier League matches for the champions. The fact that Liverpool produced a confident and front-footed performance for the first half hour, before Murillo pounced after a corner, is immaterial. Even the residue of the fluent and coherent and tenacious spine has deserted Slot's side. Things can change quickly in football, but on the basis of the current evidence, Liverpool will struggle to secure a place in next season's Champions League, let alone challenge high-flying Arsenal for the title. Change is needed, a strange thing to say given the Reds' record-breaking summer of spending. But with such glaring tactical problems, it feels likely that FSG will authorize a signing or two this winter. Liverpool search for winter signings. With Ibrahima Konate so horribly out of sorts and free to talk to overseas suitors in January, out of contract at the end of the season, there is an understandable anxiety about Liverpool's defensive depth, let alone the stability of the backline. This club's reputation as masterful strategists has disintegrated over the past few months. The squeals of delight from rival fans are loud, and it goes without saying that it's crucial that sporting director Richard Hughes gets it right if dipping back into the market come January. Liverpool need a centre-back, sure, but that's not the extent of their issues, with Slot actually hinting in the past week that his club's transfer arm may extend in a different direction. Well, according to Spanish sources, Liverpool are preparing to launch a statement bid for Bayern Munich's Michael Ollis, who has been earmarked as an alternative to Antoine Semenyo, admired by FSG, and with a £65 million release clause that becomes active in January. Liverpool might have broken the British transfer record on Alexander-Arnold this summer, but they are now looking to smash that once again with a deal for the French winger, who is valued at €200 million, about £177 million. Change is needed at Anfield. And with Ollis added to the fold, the intensity and sparkle that have been so sorely lacking may be rekindled. What Ollis would bring to Liverpool. Liverpool have been lacking something out wide this season, and a large part of that has been the failure to effectively replace Luis Díaz. Diaz, sold to Bayern Munich this summer, was so dynamic and dangerous, and in his new teammate Ollis, Liverpool could restore that style of wide forward to their setup. Ollis has been described as easily a top 5 right winger in the world by analyst Ben Mattinson, and with the need for a Mohamed Salah replacement intensifying, this could be the perfect move to go for. The Les Blues star only continuing to go from strength to strength. Whether Liverpool opt for the cheaper route in signing Semenyo remains to be seen, but this would be a statement, and Ollis has proven his capacity to succeed in different systems and different areas. Of course, there is a big difference between playing for Bournemouth and starring for Bayern Munich. The Cherries are an attractive and impressive outfit, but they lack the offensive freedom of Die Roten at the peak of the Bundesliga. Ollis would be able to transfer his elite-level experience back over to the Premier League, where he has played so spectacularly before, and provide Slot's side with creative and physical upgrades, echoing Semenyo's skills in that regard. But he would also give Liverpool the Diaz-like presence they have missed since the summer. The Colombian's energy and core strength made him a fearsome Premier League winger, and with 17 goals and 8 assists across all competitions last term, he was instrumental in propping up Slot's reputation. Podcast host Ryan Dilk said 5 years ago that Ollis was a superstar in waiting, destined for the top, and now that has been put into practice, with the 23-year-old in his second season at Bayern and currently boasting 9 goals and 10 assists across 18 matches in all competitions. This season it cannot be understated how much of a detrimental effect Diaz's sale has had on Liverpool's form and fluency this season. Ollis would fix that. As per SofaScore, he has won 4.4 duels per game in the Bundesliga this season. His final season in the Premier League with Palace, Ollis averaged 5.7 duels per match. Liverpool are crying out for this kind of winger, and while Semenyo would add qualities that the club need, Ollis is equally tenacious and physical, and he's far superior from a technical standpoint and proven as one of the game's most prolific wide forwards around. Liverpool have slipped and slid into a morass of their own making. There are many circumstances surrounding this current crisis, but Slot is making many questionable tactical decisions and the players themselves have lost every shred of confidence and work rate, two fixed points of the Dutch coach's successful first season in charge. It's clear that there isn't enough width and energy down the flanks, and so Alice could be the perfect Semenyo alternative to replace Sulla by handing back to Merseyside a bit of Diaz-esque flair. My second news is Real Madrid interested in La Liga midfielder also tracked by Pep Guardiola. Although we are yet to even reach the halfway point of the season, Real Madrid have already started their preparations for the next one. The club are hard at work trying to secure the services of a new central defender for the summer of 2026, preferably on a Bosman deal, with Dayot Upamecano emerging as the ideal target. Real Madrid are equally keen on signing a new central midfielder, as they look to find alternatives to Eduardo Camavinga and Aurelien Tchouameni. Real Madrid interested in Mendoza. According to El Mensajero, hat-tip Diario AS, one of the players Real Madrid are tracking this season is Elche midfielder Rodrigo Mendoza. At just 20 years of age, Mendoza has established himself as a key operator in Elche's midfield, impressing onlookers with his technical prowess. His performances have not gone unnoticed, with Real Madrid one of the clubs interested in his services. Stiff competition from Man City. However, Real Madrid may face a difficult time trying to sign Mendoza, as the player is on the radar of several other clubs in Europe as well. One of them is Manchester City, with coach Pep Guardiola particularly keeping an eye on the Elche man's progress this season. Other than Man City, Mendoza is also on the radar of Italian giants Juventus, so Real Madrid will have to beat these clubs if they are to sign the Elche starlet. However, these are still early days, and one must point out that Real Madrid's charm in Spain could potentially hand them an advantage for Mendoza, who might be wary about moving abroad at such a young age. My third news is Liverpool offer €150 million to sign Federico Valverde. Liverpool are reportedly interested in signing 27-year-old Uruguayan international Federico Valverde from Real Madrid next year. Federico Valverde has been a key player for the Spanish club over the years, and Liverpool are keen on securing his signature. According to Fishages, they have submitted a €150 million offer to sign the Uruguayan international. It will be interesting to see if Real Madrid are willing to accept the offer and let the player move on. Valverde has been a key player for them, and his departure would be a blow for the Spanish outfit. Meanwhile, it is no surprise that Liverpool have decided to make a move for him. They need to add more quality and depth in the middle of the park. Valverde is certainly one of the best midfielders in European football right now, and he could prove to be an excellent addition. He is a complete midfielder who can slot into multiple roles. He will add physicality, defensive cover, and drive to the side. He's also capable of slotting into multiple roles. His versatility will be a huge bonus for Liverpool if they manage to get the deal done. Can Liverpool convince Real Madrid to sell Valverde? €150 million is a substantial offer for the player, and Real Madrid could be tempted. They need to improve multiple areas of their squad if they want to win major trophies regularly. Selling the South American midfielder might be ideal for them. Meanwhile, Liverpool have shown that they are willing to spend a lot of money for the right players, and the Real Madrid star could improve them immensely. It would be an outstanding acquisition for them if they manage to get the deal across the line. The South American has proven himself in La Liga over the years, and he could be attracted to the idea of competing in the Premier League now. This would be an exciting challenge for him at this stage of his career. It remains to be seen whether all parties can get the deal. My fourth news is Jude Bellingham, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Marcus Rashford latest at Real Madrid, Barcelona. It's rare to see three established England internationals battling each other for the highest honours overseas, but that's exactly what we've got in Spain this season. Marcus Rashford joined Barcelona on loan from Manchester United to aid a La Liga title charge against Real Madrid's Jude Bellingham, and new signing from Liverpool Trent Alexander-Arnold. So, how the England stars faring this season? Check out the latest from all three players below, and remember to watch every primetime Liga fixture on Disney+, on top of the best highlights on ESPN's digital platforms. Jude Bellingham, Real Madrid. Games, 9, goals, 3, assists, 2. Bellingham is starting to find his rhythm again after being ruled out for the start of the season after shoulder surgery. The 22-year-old, who scored 19 goals in his debut La Liga season in 2023-24, scored his third goal of the league season to rescue a point for Madrid against Elche, slotting home from close range. That added to a vital El Clasico winner in October, and a goal against Valencia, which was his third in 3 games after striking against Juventus in the Champions League. With only 6 league starts, there's no reason to worry about Bellingham's goal contributions in Xabi Alonso's system. He's a player who can cover ground, he's versatile, he has different qualities, and he knows how to get into the box, Alonso said in October of his number 10. That's why he's one of the most complete players in the world. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Real Madrid. Games, 6, goals, 0, assists, 0. Alexander-Arnold was expected to be Madrid's first-choice right-back due to the absence of Dani Carvajal, but injuries of his own have limited the former Liverpool defender. Trent started his first game since August in the 2-2 draw at Elche, where he played 90 minutes for the first time in a Madrid shirt. The 25-year-old didn't have the best of nights, sloppy in possession and savaged by Spanish press after the game, lacking the sort of focal point he had in England for his trademark deep crosses. Alonso highlighted before the Elche game that Madrid have other options at right back to the man that Thomas Tuchel omitted from his latest England squad. Trent being in better form gives us more options in that position, and we have other players too. Fede Valverde is still there. Eder, Militao played right back with Brazil the other day, and Raul Asensio can play there too, Alonso said. Marcus Rashford, Barcelona. Games, 12. Goals, 2, assists, 7. In contrast to Trent, Rashford has featured more than even he might have thought, due to the injury to Raphinha, operating from his favored left wing in Hansi Flick's 4-3-3, Rashford has been a regular goal threat, with all his goal contributions coming in his last 9 games. His 2 fantastic strikes against Newcastle in the Champions League might have been his pick of the bunch this year, but his left-footed strikes against Sevilla, Avali and Elche weren't bad either. Such is his form, it would be a surprise if Barca didn't make Rashford stay permanent. Oh yeah, for sure, Rashford exclusively told ESPN in October when asked if he wanted to stay at Barcelona. I'm enjoying this football club, and I think for anybody who loves football, Barcelona is one of the key clubs in the history of the game. For a player it is an honor. Rashford missed the game with Athletic Club with a knock, but should be fit for the next La Liga fixture. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Final Whistle Football News, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. One more thing, what are your thoughts on these updates? Comment below.